with the situation that is there in the BJP right now, um, of course, being called leaderless and rudderless, and they don't have a leader of opposition also in place. I mean, that is the level at which the BJP has been undecided when it comes to Karnataka. Um, 2024, who's going to pick up the battle? Are they going to rely on Yediyurappa to get the local units back on track, or it looks like a stick from Amit Shah is what requires, because there's hardly any kind of party discipline when it comes to the Karnataka unit of the BJP right now?
Yeah, I think, I would still, bet on Mr. Yediyurappa, because Yediyurappa's image still is intact. I don't think the voters or the electorate will reject him or his appeal along with Modi. And as Mr. Tiwari mentioned, out of 53% of votes which India commands, I don't think it will come down. But my only, can say, doubt is whether the Congress will get 10 or 12 seats. That's the maximum that Congress can try for it. Because Congress also is, it's a fluke, It's the lapses of BJP has landed Congress into power. The freebies and the guarantees and all that. Now people are slowly realizing that this kind of gimmickry or the kind of tentative offers and all these things, they are all not so substantial to keep the voters happy also. I think the euphoria of this freebies and guarantees will die down. And I would still say that without Mr. Jagdish Shettar coming, or unlikely, I don't think Mr. Jagdish Shettar will immediately tarnish his image once again. Already his image has been tarnished because he was a tall leader in the BJP and he has joined Congress. Congress has not offered anything except the chairmanship of the Legislative Council, which I was told that that's the one thing that they can offer. Even Lok Sabha seat, I don't think Mr. Jagdish Shettar will ask for it. But the problem is, Modi factor is still an important factor in Karnataka. That let us not think that the Congress is going to sway and all that. And maximum Congress can reach is more than 3 to 5 seats. That's what I am saying. Because if Mr. Yediyurappa and the supporters of Lingayat group, along with Pancham Sari, which Mr. Hegde mentioned about the tactical kind of move that the seers or the followers of that community or subsect are taking, I think it is going to be in favor of BJP by and large. I think it will have a bigger margin, but may not be 25. That's why I said, if Congress gets more than 5 or 6 votes, seats, it will be a big victory for Congress. Congress also knows that it is very difficult right now to go to Lok Sabha with the popularity and the kind of leadership that Mr. Modi has shown to the entire country and outside the country also. So people of Karnataka are not, ordinary people. They are quite mature. They know, where to vote, whom to opt for and all that. So these swing votes, that kind of thing that may not happen in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha still is in favor of BJP, but BJP, unfortunately, the remote control like Santosh and other people should lie down, and they should only think of making the party strong at the grassroots level, not tamper with or interfere in such leadership changes or allotment of seats. So even if Santosh group tries to recommend few people and all that, that should be taken with a pinch of salt by the people at the helm of affairs. But Yediyurappa and Mr. Modi factor, and also the kind of disillusionment that people are going through the Congress, the 100 days of Congress rule, I think these are all factors which Karnataka voters will definitely weigh. I think BJP may lose about 5-6 seats, but it will definitely, because of Mr. Modi, Yediyurappa, and many others who have already been seen that what kind of a rule that Congress is capable of giving. Because India is not that popular in Karnataka also. It's even outside Karnataka also. The prime ministership, already there is a kind of fight between this prime ministership. Who is going to be the prime minister? Congress has said Rahul Gandhi is our leader. The UP, the state which gives largest number of seats. So therefore, I think the disunity of India and the kind of amendments or the kind of corrective measures that BJP takes in Karnataka, I'm sure, I think BJP can hope for about 20 seats at least, and also see that the Congress also will be taught a lesson by the voters that by these gimmicks you are not going to stay in power long. So that is the kind of thing. And as Mr. Hegde mentioned, the Lok Sabha elections is a different scenario. Whatever may be the factors, but leadership matters. Definitely, regional leaders count, and Yediyurappa is still a tall leader. People know he is the one who brought BJP from 2 seats to power twice. In that kind of contribution, I don't think any other tall leader in BJP has done it. So if
Right.
Mr. Yediyurappa is still there, I think they should go with Mr. Yediyurappa and Modi factor, which are the main factors or the kind of appeal the voters that will definitely give BJP a big support in 2024 elections. That is how I assess.
Well, okay, Mr. Brijesh, after going through a guess, you realize that Yediyurappa is one person you can't write off. You are calling him out of retirement, you are sending him back to retirement, but the fact remains is that Yediyurappa is the one who actually has been able to handhold the BJP in Karnataka. So this, early shift to this Margdarshak Mandal in a certain way or a semi kind of a way, I don't think so. That's actually what is going to work when it comes, because now when we speak to experts, we understand that he is a huge factor. It also speaks about Yediyurappa and also the fact that they don't have a leadership after him.
I would like to borrow what Amitabh said 5 minutes back. Like, it was a very good line that, when you allow the strategist to call the shot and allow a strategist to make a strategy which rides roughshod over somebody who has a proven track record, this is the kind of problem you find yourself in. The fact is that if you have developed a good leadership which rivals that of Yediyurappa and has a big command and allow Yediyurappa to ease away on his own, you have to treat him differently than you used to treat others. This 75 years you get retired to Margdarshak Mandal is basically a scheme where you park all your enemies. It is not like, it's cast in stone, because otherwise tell me, if this is cast in stone, then how do you explain the giving ticket to Mr. Metroman E. Sridharan in Kerala? Is he less than 75 years of age? So basically this is like, where you park all your political adversaries and enemies and everybody into one thing, that enough is enough, now you enjoy it. Now what has happened is that BJP has lost the state election because of committing this surgery too close to the challenge. Now what they have done is that they have antagonized the Lingayat community. They have made a khichdi of, the kind of decent existence the party had by allowing the strategist to become more powerful than the chief minister. Your desire to replace Yediyurappa has actually become so, it's an obsessive relationship where, you are doing more harm to the party in your own credit rather than, getting the good out of it. The problem is that, the BJP has to realize that what happens, it's like not one size shoe can't fit all. What happens in Gujarat can only happen in Gujarat. Because, people there, majority, several other places, they also vote for Modi. But in Gujarat, people vote just for Modi. So, you remove the entire cabinet, no effect is seen on the ground. But that is not there for every other state. Every other state has a completely different context to it. Lok Sabha, yes, they might agree with it. But Vidhan Sabha and all, they have their local leadership to look to. So, I think, this entire bodged up plan which was put into place, and now, you have to again reach out to those very people. You retire Yediyurappa, but for God's sake, use that time to find a better leader or cultivate a leader who can take his place.
Who
Look
is
at the
that question?
example of Bihar. Bihar for such a long they were dependent on Nitish Kumar. That Verghese today, right now, one of the biggest problems the BJP is facing is to find a leader which can rival that of
Nitish Kumar.
Nitish Kumar.